feeling? Obviously, that stings about how literally some of the girls' performance.
Yeah, I mean, we played to win. I think we played how we expected during preseason that we could perform. And yeah, it was, again, like the Melbourne game, it was ours to win. And we gave it a really good crack. And I couldn't be more proud of the girls in what they've had to overcome to get to a position to be in that game to have a chance to win it. So it's going to go down harder than probably any of the other losses. But what we asked them to do tonight, they did, and we had a real chance.
They seem to come out with a different amount of energy. Like a line this and that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find the right group that kind of suits each game, because each team is a little bit different. We have so many different weapons, and on any given night, some are going to shine and some are going to meld together better than others. But we spoke about doubling down this week on our defense with no fear, and on our how we play offense. We know a really good offensive team, and we did that tonight, and we showed that, we probably should have beat Sydney.
Yeah, some obviously highlights, but Gemma obviously offense and defense.
Yeah, and I mean, we pulled her into the rotation and into the starting lineup in the second half. What we're trying to search now is for our best defensive lineup on any given night against any different lineup. And she offers so much on defense, and we thought that before the game. Great to have her back, great to have Bunce back. We have more in the rotation, but yeah, we keep talking about it every week. Is how do we fast track that maturation? And as much as that stings, that's how we do it, by being ourselves, honouring what we do, and being in games. Yeah, it might be a loss, but we get better because of that experience.
Down by 12 at one point, it would have been easy to keep your heads down. What was the message that
Yeah, and that's the weightiness of losing, right? That's the tightness and the fear that comes from losing so much. That's what we spoke about. Is we're not like until we have the evidence of winning, it has to be full trust. And we spoke about that, and we said we're not giving up. We can't keep rolling over every time a team gets up by 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Until we can manage those margins and be on top, we have to weather the storm and stay true to us, because when we're tight, it doesn't work.
I know you're not at all thinking about Sunday yet, but what is tomorrow done with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, professional league, opportunity to win again against a really high quality team, top 4 team. Is we have to recover well tonight, get up in the morning, do some more recovery, get the scout in, do some walkthroughs so that we're at least mentally and technically prepared for Townsville. And then it's really whatever kind of recovery and rest and recharge they can get before we play on Sunday.
I wish I made another shot. A 3. That one was so open.
Ready when you guys are ready? Firstly, Guy, we've started really, really well. Went into the break with double, took the lead. What sort of happened in that third quarter? The Canberra sort of just 23-5 quarter.
I'd have to go back and review that on the video, but I would just say, look, I was really proud of the team because it's a new team. And so we were playing like it was inevitable we were going to lose after Canberra came back. And we had a timeout, and we spoke about it, and everyone had a great look in their eyes like, no, we're coming back and we're going to make our plays and make the shots and play the defense. So after playing a very strong first half and then letting the game go, it was brilliant, the reaction.
I understand. Then when Kayla got found out, you're on next to your test, and Live stepped up big time down the stretch, didn't they?
Well, yeah, which obviously we truly believe that they can and they will. But then I would also say, I thought that when Lara came into the game for those minutes, she made a really big impact. And also, as did Emma, to come in later in the game too. And I thought those guys were very good. And I do also think it's the best game Paige has played for us. So, some real positives to take out of 2 road wins by 2 points.
100%. Tess, firstly, congrats on 250.
Thank you, Courtney.
While there's 2 gutsy road wins, do you think this is starting to get rolling for this new team?
100%. I think, in the games that we lost our composure, and obviously we did in that third quarter. I definitely lost my mind for a hot minute there, but super proud of the team to get it back in the fourth, really knuckle down and play, more like how we did in the first half.
Do you think now that the game's done, you've had a bit of time to reflect on 250?
Oh. I'm not very good at giving myself any credit, but yeah, I can't wait to go back and look at all the awesome messages I received from everyone today, and yeah, just try and soak it up as best I can.
Well, you've coached Tessa a big part of that 250. What kind of player is she in your eyes?
Look, I talked a lot about this before the game. Uh, well, look, she's an ultimate winner and she's an ultimate competitor. And I've been very, very fortunate to have her in my life and coach her from quite a young age as a basketball player. And I mean, she's just in a upper bracket of players with her work rate, her attention to detail, her desire to want to improve. And so in the early stages, that was a player that went from being a promising AIS graduate to within a space of a few years became a WNBA player and then a European player. Suffered some real adversity along the way with some pretty bad injuries, and she's just responded. And we've told a few stories about Tess today, what she means to me personally, what she's meant to the teams that I've had that she's been a part of, and what she's done. We were fortunate to win a championship together a couple of years ago, and I don't think I've seen a better performance over a grand final series than what she brought to it. And then she gets the highest accolade because she's essentially voted by her peers to be captain of the national team. And, you know, if you look at that in hindsight and you go back to 2014, 2015, you kind of think, well, there's some signs there that she could be the Opals captain at some point because she exhibits that leadership even when she was quite young. But then to have her come through and actually achieve those things, I just can't say any more about that. It's just testament to who she is. Because the other thing, as much as she's a hard physical player, Tessa will admit it, she's not the highest jumper, she's not the fastest sprinter, she hasn't got the quickest first step. And what she did early in her career was she decided that she would just get good at all the little basics that would make her separate her away from other players. And she just worked so hard at doing that. I mean, I could go on for another 10 minutes, but I mean, I think you get the idea. I couldn't be any more proud of her, and as so many other people.
Tess, this is game.
Thank you, God.
This is game 3 for you in the Flames colours. Do you feel like we're starting to build something now? These 2 road wins can be like the stepping stone for the rest of the season.
100%. I think, you know, as a playing group, we get along so well off the court. And you're really starting to see us build that chemistry on the court now. It does take time. It is basically a brand new team, a brand new style of play, but we're getting there. And once we can put 4 quarters together, I think we're going to be a really hard team to beat.
Next up is Perth in Perth, another road game. What's the keys to, well, obviously they got better as last time. What's the keys to beating this time?
They obviously like to run and gut, so this was a really good you know, a really good team to play right before them because they play a similar style. So they like to run and gun. So our defensive transition needs to be great. We need to defend the 3-point line, but I think that all starts on the offensive end. Having poise and composure there, taking predictable shots, getting through our stuff makes obviously the offense a lot, the defensive transition a lot easier.
Congrats on the win, guys.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Courtney.